YouTube, Autumn Beckman here. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My channel is all about luxury on a budget, so if you're into that sort of thing, make sure you subscribe. Click the bell notification icon to be notified when I post new videos, and like the videos that you enjoy. I want to say, for the second video in a row, I'm filming on a different camera, and I have not filmed on this particular one before, so I am still looking at a tiny screen that's far away because I haven't been able to hook this one up to my big computer monitor yet. I've been trying, but I think I'm going to have to end up updating the operating software on my computer, and that is going to take some time because I have to back up a lot of things first. Also want to say that I am still getting over my cold. I'm at this point where I'm coughing quite a bit. Breathing and talking make me cough, and laughing makes me cough. I've done a lot of laughing and consequently coughing in the last few days since, Saturday or so. So I just wanted to let you know I'm going to try to edit all the coughing out. That shouldn't be a problem. But if you see me breathing weird or taking weird pauses, it's because I'm trying to suppress the coughing to minimize it and minimize the damage to my throat. This is going to be a chit-chatty video, but I have several topics to talk about that I think will be interesting to a lot of you. So stay tuned, and especially at the very end, I'm going to tell you about the next video I have coming up on Saturday that I am really excited about, and I think a lot of you will be excited about too. I'm filming this the night before it's going up, so this is Wednesday, September 25th of 2019. And usually by this time of year, I'm a teacher if you don't know that, work has slowed down. Boy, it has not this year. We have been so busy, and last week was unusual. Actually, it's becoming more usual in the last few years. We had some major rain and flooding from a tropical storm, and last Thursday in particular, it had already been raining for a few days, almost non-stop it seemed like. Very heavy rain, the ground was saturated, so it of course started flooding all over the place around Houston. We actually were flooded into school, like no water got into the school or anything, but the street right outside, the only street you could exit onto, was flooded. I heard a few cars got flooded out. But by the time we dismissed, the flooding had subsided in that area and people were able to get home. But we had a lot of people, a lot of kids, and I'm sure some of their parents too, that were pretty nervous about it, because these are people who have flooded at least once, some 3 times in the last few years with Hurricane Harvey and a few other floods that we had. And people have lost everything, not just at my school, but all around Houston area, and certainly beyond that along the coast with Harvey. So we were glad that, at least in our area, it wasn't as bad as it could have been. But we did get Friday off. That's where I was going with all of this. So we had a 3-day weekend unexpectedly because of the weather, and that was nice to finally have a little bit of a break and be able to relax some and have some time to get some things done that I haven't had time to do. One of the things that I unboxed recently was this puzzle bag dupe from Amazon, and I just wanted to give you a quick update on it. Some of the comments I totally agree with. It has a lot of things that, even though it looks like the Louie puzzle bag, it is made of a more plasticky material, not leather, so it is not as supple. And when I have my things in it, this flap kind of stays up like this. It doesn't slouch. I think with the leather and with a larger bag, I think this is more like the small size. I think the medium size would work a lot better for that. I have really liked the shape. I like having this handle and the shoulder strap that's on it, but I haven't liked how small the opening is. And some of you who have the Louie bag have said that that opening is a little bit bigger. But I still feel like that would be a problem for me. And I think I need to go just look at the medium bag, the medium size, and I feel like that could work a lot better for me. There's a snakeskin one on Fashionphile. I'll put a picture of it here. I love, but it's the large size, and I feel like that's way too big. I feel like it looks like a suitcase, but it's so pretty. If that was in the medium, I would definitely consider getting it. I talked about doing a comparison video between the Louis Vuitton desk agenda and the agenda GM, which I did not pull. I don't happen to have it out here. I am still working on that, so no worries. I know there were several people that wanted to see it. That's a more complicated comparison than some of the other ones I've done recently. And I want to make sure I get all my notes so I don't forget anything there, because there's a lot to compare on those. I've also been on a bag organizer shopping spree. I have purchased or ordered quite a few bag organizers, different kinds and different kinds of bags, and some items that I wouldn't even think to put an organizer in, but I've been very curious about them for a while. So I went ahead and ordered them so I can check them out and then you can learn about them too. I'm also thinking about doing a video related to the Louis Vuitton Multi Pochette. This looks like a Franken bag to me. I'm particularly interested in this one. It is pretty hot right now. It's not something I would want to get because I already have all of the pieces, and I feel like this isn't really a piece I'd wear anyway. It's not my style, but I do still really like it. I know people kind of love it or hate it. I happen to kind of love it. And since I'm talking about all these video ideas, I am thinking ahead. It's almost October already, and I'm thinking ahead to Christmas. Someone asked me the other day if I was going to do vlogmas again, and I still don't know. I think, this is what I told the other person, I think about doing vlogmas, and like I want to do it, I had fun doing it, but it was also so much work making a video every day that was 10 to 15 minutes long, and not only am I doing a lot of filming throughout the day, which is a lot of extra work, but I was having to get up at about 3 in the morning every day in order to edit all the footage, and I don't know if I want to put myself through that again. But I haven't ruled it out totally, and I wanted to get your opinion on a few things. So first of all, do you want to see another vlogmas? And if so, what ideas do you have of things that I could do to spice it up some, or some things that you'd want to see in that kind of video, that time of year, and you know, what do you want to see in the vlogmas? One of the things I did was open the door of an advent calendar each day, and I don't want to do the same advent calendar. I thought that was a really good one. It was from Luxe DH, but I ended up keeping one item from that, and the rest I donated to a women's center because I just don't use beauty products. So I would like to know if you know of any other advent calendars that aren't crazy expensive. Christina Brawley does a vlogmas. I watched hers last year and really enjoyed it, and she had a whole collection of advent calendars that were very nice, but most of them were very expensive, like several $100s each. And there are also things I'm not that interested in. So what interesting advent calendars do you guys know about and would like to see me open that aren't crazy expensive? And I've participated in a Secret Santa with some other YouTubers before. I feel like I probably don't want to do that again for a number of reasons, but I'm thinking about some other ideas. Actually, I'm talking with another YouTuber. You may know her, Jill Maurer. We've been talking about some Christmas collaborations and some non-Christmas or holiday vlogmas, you know, holiday and non-holiday collaboration ideas. And I'd like to know what ideas you have, because I think we're both pretty creative, but it's always nice to put more heads together and get more ideas, especially since you guys are the ones watching or not watching. So I want to know what you want to see. Speaking of Jill Maurer, my good friend, I have a jewelry question for you. And it's a bit sensitive. You know, I've seen people talk before, and I've thought about doing a video on this, about how a bag like this, for example, that's plasticky, there are a lot of negatives to that, but there are positives too, because it's not made from animals, right? A lot of our bags are made with leather from cows or lambskin, sheepskin, exotic animals, and those are interesting, and as materials they have a lot of advantages for some of the things that we wear. By the way, the leather jacket I'm wearing is not leather, it's pleather, I guess. And that's like a vegan leather too, is another way to market it, right? And that's good, that's a really positive thing. But when you stop and think about it, the bags that are leather, that I do buy, the bags that are leather or the exotics, whatever, I mean, animals are being killed to make those. And I've thought about doing a video on that. So back to my jewelry question here. This is a sensitive issue. I've been looking at some jewelry on Etsy lately. I actually picked up a piece that I'll show to you guys in a while in some video this fall. But as I was looking at these pieces, I came across a stone called labradorite, and I did some research on it, and I wanted to ask Jill Maurer if she might, you know, if she can handle it, if it's not too sensitive a topic, if she could do a video on it. Because the research that I found showed that labradorite is made from the eyeballs of Labradors, and that's why there are so many blind Labradors. I don't know if you guys knew this. It was very disheartening to learn, and especially being someone who has volunteered in dog rescue. And I know Jill in her Monday Musing this week talked about doing a fundraiser for greyhounds. So I'd like to know if she's also doing a fundraiser for all the blind Labradors and whether she uses labradorite in her jewelry pieces. They're not in any of the pieces that I'm wearing at the moment. Mine are just silver. I have the earrings and the necklace here. They don't have any stones in them, so these are cruelty-free pieces. And I haven't seen any pieces that she's made with labradorite on her websites at jillmaurer.com. I am curious about her thoughts and how the jewelry industry that she's part of justifies blinding Labradors. Speaking of Jills, there's another Jill in my life, another very good friend named Jill of the YouTube channel MJ Luxe. She's the J. And I just wanted to show you this very sweet gift that she sent me, if it'll show up here. A little hard to see, but it is this stemless wine glass, and it says, Happy Halloweeny, and it has a dog on there that looks just like my Baron. So I wanted to show that to you and say thank you, Jill, for sending that to me. And speaking of gifts, I have started receiving some birthday gifts from a few of you guys in my P.O. box. And I wanted to bring this up because it's gonna be a while before I do my birthday haul video where I show you guys what I got for my birthday. But I didn't want people who are sending me things to feel like I'm not being grateful or anything. So I just want to acknowledge that I have received a few things, and thank you so much for that. And I will be acknowledging you and showing everybody what you're sending me. It's just gonna be a little while. Please be patient, and thank you, thank you, thank you. I did purchase a birthday bag. I think I mentioned this already at the end of another video. It's not the one that I was hoping to get, and I'll explain in that video when I reveal that bag why I didn't get the one that I had talked about getting, which I never told you what it was anyway, so you wouldn't know. But I did get another gorgeous bag that I'm very excited about. I got it last week in the mail, and I unboxed it to make sure everything was good, and it was in great shape. I packed it back up in the dust bag and put it away, and I won't open it until my birthday. I also, the other day, made another birthday purchase right after I did that unicorn bag tag, and if you haven't seen it, I'll link it below. By the way, there was a lot of controversy around my unicorn bag tag for some reason. I don't know what that was about. I'm really baffled about that. The controversy kind of put a shadow over the actual unicorn bag tag. If you're a YouTuber watching this and you're interested in doing a unicorn bag tag, go check that out and don't let the controversy overwhelm you. But anyway, right after I did that unicorn bag tag, I found one of the unicorn items on my list, and I purchased it. So there's a little teaser for you. That'll be in my birthday haul video also. Oh, and speaking of shipping people things, Yota style, I have some flip-flops to ship to you. This is what a lot of you are going to be excited about. Some of you are not gonna care at all. That's okay too. This Saturday, my upcoming video is big. It's huge. We're gonna find out what this is. We got Roxy's DNA tested, and her results are coming up this Saturday, and she's not what we thought she was. Not at all. Not at all. You should look ashamed. She fooled the dachshund rescue into thinking she was a dachshund in order to get rescued. She's a trickster, this one. So stay tuned for that. It is very surprising. What do you think she is? Leave that in the comment section below. Well, thanks for watching. We're gonna sign off now. Bye for now.